Hey guys, this is Luigi and Cali 123 on Substack.com. My username is Luigi and Cali 123 on Substack.com. This is Luigi speaking. Italiano, Pavarotti, Italiano. Anyways, Luigi, Luis Farias, CPA, inactive all day. Look me up on LinkedIn, guys. Luis Farias, CPA, inactive. Huh? This is a beautiful view. So, I just climbed. I went off the path. I think you can see the path over there. There's a path right over there. I went off the path and climbed this hill. You know, it's not like a path to get here. I made my own path and I decided to just climb up and as far as I could for now and pause and make a video of this. Okay? So, this reminds me of being in Mexico on my grandparents' ranch and like how difficult it was to climb through uncharted territories or maybe non-path journey. You know, there's a path in the wilderness and you go off of the path and you just climb up and figure out, like, really the terrain tells you where to go. If you know, and you're making decisions moment to moment whether I want to go here, and then me personally, I want the path of least resistance, the path of least pain. My goal is to be free and clear of pain forever. And learn about everything in the world free of pain. I know that that's possible. I'm here to prove it. And there should be no, oh look, there's the Hollywood sign. But there should be no talk of, oh, a little bit of pain here, a little bit of pain there to learn this. No. I accept no pain. No suggestions, no substitutions. Absolute zero pain. Nothing. I have earned the right to never feel pain again in my life. I have earned that. In various ways. Let's just start with my blog, the content on my blog. Those are billion-dollar ideas that any company could take a lot of those ideas and build like companies, trillion-dollar companies off of that. It's like, I know the value of the content on my blog, on my Substack blog, you know, anyways. But me deciding to climb up this mountain, this hill, this mountain, reminds me of sort of the rite of passage in Mexico, okay? That all these Mexicans that are here, I guess, claim they have some knowledge or some advantage over an American white man because they grew up on the ranch with just this. They grew up around, you know, they would have, for example, right there, they would have a house right there. Their grandparents built a house right there, and they live right there, right? And then they have like 100 cows, and the cows are found sometimes roaming up here, and the Mexican kid, maybe 10 years old, his task, his homework for the day is to go out and bring all of the cows somewhere over there or something, right? Because they're supposed to be over there at a certain time, and they're actually scattered over here. So he wakes up and he has to go search for the cows, and that's like a thing for them. And that's, you know, they get to America and that's valued here. It's like a connection to real life ground stuff. What I'm thinking about now is like Texas. Texas can claim that they have a connection to the ground in terms of like the cowboy thing. And the cowboy thing is a brand of like old town hard work ethic, ground level, like farming. That's the whole cowboy thing. Livestock. That's like, we're talking about animals, and that's nature, and this is nature as well. So there's all this stuff. Dirt, the connection to the dirt, being willing to do this, and say, look, this is dirt. I'm my hands are dirty, but I don't care, because nothing is really like a negative thing. I don't know what the point of something being dirty, right? Germs, is that like a fake thing in America or something? It's like, well, maybe it's not a fake thing. Maybe there's a reason for it, but the Mexicans would like to argue that, oh, all that is like fake or something. Why? Now we're talking about like, oh, the Mexicans are dirty and the whites are not dirty. Is that? I'm not trying. I'm trying. The terrain suggests that idea. I'm not trying to be offensive or to anybody, so I'm just freestyling here. I'm improvising, as if on a guitar. I have been known to improvise on the guitar. I have been known to improvise on the piano, on the drums. I can go on forever. Anyways, so here I am, and I guess some Mexican guy learns about some place over here with the birds and the vegetation and this, and he brings a guitar. He goes down to the town, maybe walking 2-3 hours to get to town, and he gets a guitar or something. He pays his way through a guitar somehow, singing or something, and then he gets back to his meditation area up here in the hills and says, I'm gonna look out and play the guitar and learn the guitar, and then become a famous guitar guy or something. And he makes music about the monte, the cerro, the mountain, and the tequila flowers, plants, and then the old decrepit white woman everywhere. Just kidding. The old and decrepit like twigs of branches that are now like, you can hear the crackling of this thing. If I needed to make a fire pit or something, that would be ideal. Okay, but in terms of visually, maybe the old and decrepit is not ideal, and I'm talking about the branches. Get your minds out the gutter, people. Anyways, and everything is a thing. Now I'm thinking about John Muir, and I mean, and Muir Woods in the Bay Area and all this stuff, and it's like, that is also a connection to the ground. So maybe it was a race to the bottom, and so some people went and raced to the moon, to outer space, and other people made a race to the bottom. Who can make the best out of the cheapest, right? And maybe Ralph Waldo Emerson tried his cabin, or was it Henry David Thoreau? One of those two tried the cabin in the woods method and said, shit, if I can survive out here with nothing, then all these Mexicans gotta stop telling me stuff about them and ranches and all this bullshit, right? Okay, whatever. So maybe it was a race to see who can get by the greatest with having the least. And I don't know, what do the Mexicans or the Indians claim that, or what? Maybe Facundo Cabral claimed that and said, actually, the homeless in America get by with a lot of nothing.